Honestly, one of the things I really do not like about this hotel is that you have to buy transportation to get you to Disney World. So it is about 30 bucks every day you want to go to the park. Still cheaper than parking, I believe. Now though, if you have to pay to go, I mean, why not pay for a double-decker? So that is kind of a fun novelty to the experience that I do like. It's just it added quite a bit more money onto the trip than I was expecting at the time. All right, we are here at TTC. The bus drops you off right at the Ticket and Transportation Center. I'm going to be riding the monorail in. As you can see, we are completely filled in. Very packed in. Are you excited? What are we going to ride first?
First, we're going to eat breakfast.
The castle all done up for the 50th celebration. Got a rainbow this morning. Oh look, there's gonna be characters up here.
Oh, it's not, the app shows you wait times, doesn't it?
Yes.
Look, there's Mickey and Minnie. Hi, Donald! Hi, Mickey and Minnie! Aww! Did you see her catch her kiss? Yeah! Should we go say hi to Pluto? We love you guys. And we're here on Main Street. We just said hi to the characters behind me, and now we're walking toward the castle. The bakery is right here. Alright, I have a very hungry little girl, and we all know hungry little girls are not fun at parks. So we're not going to keep her hungry for very long here. It is 9 o'clock, but the park just opened. We won't be rope dropping, but I know that everybody is crowding right now to get to their favorite rides. Now, our plan today is not to get to our favorite rides initially. We are going to ride some of the smaller rides first here. We're going to head straight to like Peter Pan, Dumbo, some things that maybe would be off the beaten track.
And also the Goofy one.
Yeah, we'll ride the Great Goofini, but most people are going to go directly for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. So let's see how well it works for us. I think we should do pretty well today. I am now armed with a cinnamon roll and a small mocha coffee. The cinnamon roll is shaped like Mickey Mouse, so I mean, can't get better than that. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do this morning is we are going to hit Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh has a 15-minute line right now, and then the rides right around it all have about 5-minute lines. So we're going to hit this, Dumbo, the Great Goofini, some of those, in hopes that probably today they're going to end up with 30, 40-minute waits, and we don't want to wait in those. So we're going to hit the low things first, and then we're going to hit a few of the higher things. It's kind of a counterintuitive strategy that I have, but it does seem often to work. 9:16, and I already had a solitary bead of sweat run right down my back. So it's already a hot one, let alone what it's going to be like at noon today or even later than that. So we are definitely strapping in for a lot of sweat today. It's open again. Is this a fun line? You had lots of stuff to play in here, didn't you? I am definitely glad that the interactive elements of this line are back. And this one you don't even have to touch. That's really fun. We got in line here at 9:15. It is now 9:32, which means we've got a little bit longer than a 15-minute line on our hands. Now, this is the time of day when chances are there's going to be some bad wait times, you know, meaning like they're longer than they would actually be, because right now lines are growing rapidly. So if you encounter a bad line, you know, it might be 5 minutes longer, something like that. They try to keep it pretty well updated, and generally they overestimate. So probably this was 15 minutes when it was actually a 5-minute line. But at this point now, it is a 20-minute line. At least that's what it was for me. We'll see what the other lines are like today, but I mean, worst case scenario, we'll just hit one at a time, right? When you come to a theme park, sometimes the days are busier, sometimes the days are less busy. We don't know what we're gonna run into. You just roll with the punches and you keep on moving. Big groups all around us, so we have this car all to ourselves.
A very big waterfall.
Was that fun?
If you have kids who like make-believe story, then you should definitely come here.
Yeah. You should come here if you have kids that like what?
Make-believe.
That like make-believe. Oh, absolutely. Or adults who like make-believe. All right. We are off to the side here now. Now, one thing I noticed is generally these rides over here, Dumbo, the Great Goofini, I forget what that's actually called, the Barnstormer, those rides are always really low weights. It's like they're out of the way and people just don't realize that they're over here until they check out their map. So those are good bets to go to early on in the day when everything else has longer lines. All right, we've got a 5-minute wait for Dumbo. And it looks like a 5-minute wait for Barnstormer. There is a bathroom right down here by Casey Jr. / also the railway station, which is not open right now because they are creating our new roller coaster, Tron, which you can see in the background over there. So until that is, at least until the railroad is completed, they've had to reroute the railroad. Well, it's 9:50. We have not used this morning particularly wisely, but when you're with kids, sometimes other things take precedent over riding all the rides as fast as possible. Dumbo says 20 minutes right now. I'm inclined not to believe that. I don't think this line will be 20 minutes. I think this will be 1, maybe 2 cycles at most. And that's not 20 minutes. So I think we might be okay. Well, that is very fun. I would love to actually see my daughter play in there. So it actually looks like the clouds have actually passed us. There's rain very close to us, and it looked like it was going to come to hit us, but it just last minute just changed. All right. Oh, they have the water drains right now. Are you taking us high? Whoa, whoa, you're making me sick. sure what they're doing with the tent, but I know that was never a particularly popular merch area, even in the before times, let alone now. I wonder if they're going to turn that into some sort of an attraction. I guess we can only see, unless there's already rumors out that I am not aware of, which is very, very possible. I haven't been keeping up as much on my Disney lore now that I am a certified cedar pointer. I mean, can you really be certified in that? I don't really think so. But here we go, 10 minutes. Like I've said before in my last video, you never really know where they're gonna ask you to put on your masks. Just when they ask you to do it, put them on. Wow. They're getting a lot of work done on Tron. We got in line at 10:02. It is now 10:05. It's been 3 minutes. We are very, very close to the front already. This is not going to be very long at all. About a 5-minute line is absolutely correct. Even if it's 10 minutes, which is what the wait time actually said, I will be a little bit surprised. All right, it has been 7 minutes waiting for this ride right now. So fairly accurate, 3 minutes faster than what we thought it was going to be. And we are super excited to get on this next train. Let's go. Hey, you have her mask. All right, are we ready? Hands up. Woo-hoo-hoo. What do you think of that ride?
Good.
Too short? Yeah, it's too short. It's a great first kids coaster because even if they don't like it, it'll be over before it starts. And we are headed to the forgotten gem of Magic Kingdom, especially of Fantasyland, and that is the Little Mermaid ride, Journey of the Little Mermaid. This ride is one that a lot of people forget about. It's one that is at the very, very back of Fantasyland, and often it has insanely short lines until people start to realize that it's back here. Today we're heading to it a little bit early before the lines get too big. It's Eric's Castle. It is definitely a cool attraction, and it's also cool because it is inside and air conditioned. Now all the crafts are actually a game, an interactive element for kids.
I think maybe walking at it last, and he's looking at the devil is going. What is this Charles doing in here?
We got in line here at 10:16. It is 10:19 right now. We have some sort of a hold up. Hello. Oh, let me on.
Well, that was fun. And then, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Well, we got stuck. Started moving again for about 10 minutes. Unpopular opinion time. I do not like the way that Ariel looks on this ride. She's being held up by a stick and she barely moves, and you can see how her hair works. It's just, the illusion just isn't there on this ride. Just in that much time, look at how much longer this line has gotten. Now, quite honestly, just a few minutes ago, this line was encapsulated in the line itself. I probably should have just gotten in at that point when I saw it, but still, we're hitting things all in the same area. This was going to be a long line no matter what. It did say 90 minutes at that point. In the mornings, I don't know that I would trust the 90-minute thing. If it says 90 minutes, but you see that it is encapsulated in the line, I think I would just go for it, because you're probably going to have a substantially less long line at that point. We got in line here at 10:36. It is 10:55 now, which means it has been almost 20 minutes just for us to get into the main line. It has been about 45 minutes since we got in line here. We are now in the sheltered portion of the queue for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It did say 80. I don't think this is going to be 80. I think we might have a little bit less of a line on our hands. It is now 11:28, which makes this the perfect time to decide where you want to eat. So we are going to decide right now where we want to eat and place our mobile order. Because we are very close to getting on this ride, it'll take about a half hour for the food to be ready anyway. And at this point, we have some extra downtime where we can decide what we want to eat.
They do have all the kids interactive elements open here also.
In order to place your mobile order, you just need to go onto the app, locate the restaurant that you want to go to, order your food. So you can press that button to order your food. You can choose which kind of menu you want. You can choose from desserts, kids meals, adult meals, whatever it is that you want. You will add your kind of payment to it. If you have Apple Pay that is already on your iPhone, then you can choose Apple Pay. At that point, you can pay for what you need to pay for with the credit card that you have added. You will also need to select a time when you will be coming back. So we selected 12:05 to 12:35 for our arrival window for our food. They will send me a confirmation when that food is ready. It's not like having these turned off is gonna stop people from spinning them. They're still going to spin them. So why not just turn them on, especially when the other features are on right now.
We are very, very close. They're about to send us around this little loop right here. And then at that point, they will get us into our stall, ready for loading. I am definitely ready. I hope you are too. Let's go.
It's a tour for the dwarves.
We are very, very close.
It turned 11:56 right as we came into the stall right here, which means this is a 70-minute line.
Well, we're on the ride, and we're going.
Let's go!
Just hit I'm here, prepare my order. We are on our way to Pinocchio House right now.
Now it will say which mobile order desk you need to go to pick up from. Mine said mobile order 1, but there are several different places that you can go to, different numbers, and it will tell you which one you need to go to for your order.
All right, we are here at Pinocchio House. Nice place. Now, for the kids' meals, they offer, I got pizza, she got Uncrustables, each of us gets a Danimals, each of us gets a Dasani, which is good because I threw out my Dasani earlier. It's a decent amount of food, and we definitely needed bottled waters, so we'll be filling those up soon.
We are going to make a decent trek right now because, so right now, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is at a 35-minute wait, but Peter Pan and It's a Small World are at 40 and 50 minutes right now. Those will go down substantially tonight, so there's no reason in my view to wait for them when it's gonna take a long time. So instead, we're gonna go to Big Thunder Mountain Railroad right now
we'll be able to ride that pretty quickly, I think, because generally Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is overestimated also. We'll see how long the line actually looks, but it should be good. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad that does look like it has a decent line to it. But I know the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad moves very fast. They load on both sides. You are constantly moving. I rarely have a problem with a line at Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It's almost always safe, even if it says like 50 minutes. So we are going to go test that out and see how well it works today. I think this line actually is accurate. When you're right in the line itself, it ends up only being like, I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe even less than that. This one will be 35 minutes. So I'm kind of surprised to see the line this far out. We got in line way back there at 12:56, and we are now right here at, not quite in the line, but very, very close. There is a bit of a turn back here that we're gonna have to go through, but that should be fine. This is still gonna move really fast. You just can't hold Big Thunder Mountain Railroad down. We got in line at 12:56. It is now 1:10. So we have been in line for 15 minutes. We're now inside the covered area.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please? We have been informed of inclement weather conditions approaching the Walt Disney World. We may be forced to suspend our normal operations at any moment. Although we will continue with our normal operation for as long as possible, the approaching inclement weather conditions may force us to suspend our normal operation for an indefinite period of time. We apologize for any inconvenience this may cause and hope that you still enjoy the rest of your day here at the Magic Kingdom.
Okay, the good news is not happened yet. And we're under shelter right now. And the other bad news is the attraction's outside.
We're moving so fast through this line. I can't imagine it's even going to be another 15 minutes before we are on the ride. Now that doesn't mean it won't be rainy. We might still be able to get on. We'll just have to see. So we're going to try it out, see what happens. And like I said, we are moving really fast. At this point, it's close enough. I'm going to call it for the left. Now the right side, if it's really far down, then I'll definitely choose the right side, but otherwise always go left. It has officially been 12 minutes at this point. Alright, it has been 23 minutes right now, and here comes our train.
Wearing hats or glasses. Move them, because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Just got a notification that our tiramisu is ready, so that is what we are headed to next to get our food back in Fantasyland. I am breaking my rule today, going back and forth a couple times. Although we also, while we're there, might ride a couple of indoor rides that exist there in Fantasyland while we wait for this potentially coming storm to pass, which it storms pretty much every day in the summer here in Florida, so we're expecting that rain. It is absolutely packed here in Liberty Square.
You're gonna have to wait. I'm pushing you over here.
And a lot of that has to do with the Haunted Mansion that has quite a line right here. Now, there are two rides here that my daughter most certainly does not want to do. One of those is the Haunted Mansion, right behind me, right back there. And the other one is Pirates of the Caribbean. Neither of those appeals to her at all, so we are not planning to ride those today. However, everything here in Fantasyland, even down to Space Mountain, is stuff that we will do today because she loves pretty much everything. We're still trying to hit as much as we possibly can today. I mean, we'll see how much of the park we actually get to. A lot of times in one day, it's pretty hard to hit all of Magic Kingdom, but we'll see what we can do today.
Peter Pan is at a 95-minute wait right now. That is crazy.
Now, one thing that's good to do is to arm yourself with information. I have watched Disney's wait times enough, and I even plan imaginary vacation days while I am away from Disney World, while I'm back in Fort Wayne, so that I can kind of see what the normal wait times are. Uh-oh, and it's starting to rain right now. So I know that chances are Peter Pan and It's a Small World are going to go down substantially tonight. Now, right now it's raining, so it's going to have higher wait times, but that doesn't hurt us going to get tiramisu today. So that's where we're headed right now. We're going to go grab some. Our food should be ready very, very quickly here, if it's not even ready yet. But for right now, we're going to just hide under this awning right here. Quite honestly, the rain doesn't feel half bad at all. Well, I forgot to mention that my daughter doesn't really love Splash Mountain either, but I just rode on my own very special Splash Mountain right now, so. And we're gonna go get our tiramisu. Honestly, I'm not any more wet than I was before, so we're probably fine. Well, earlier I didn't have a seat in here, and now neither of us has a seat. But we are inside where it's dry, so count our blessings. And we have tiramisu. Also, we got some new fresh waters. We are inside where it's dry. It tastes good. This tiramisu is absolutely delicious, and it's only at about $4 for it. At a restaurant, you pay for almost the same thing for like $14. It's very, very good. It's nice and cold and refreshing on a hot day too. We ran into some friends here. I knew they were gonna be here, but we didn't plan the trip around it, so. But some friends that I had in South Dakota when I lived there, so we love seeing friends here. They even make the ice here at Disney so that it is the right size just to go right down into your cup. It's made just about the size of your bottle.
They're round too, aren't they?
Yep, they're round, so they fit right into your bottle. I just ordered some fries while we're waiting out this rain. It is still raining. And I noticed that this is my third order at this same restaurant, and every single one of them has said go to lane 1. I went to lane 7 instead and got them in about 5 seconds. I noticed that lane 1 had a really long line. And for real, what are the chances that out of 3 orders at the same restaurant, they're all going to be on lane 1? That seems very unlikely to me, so this was way faster, so maybe don't be afraid to cheat the system. They didn't even look twice at me or cross their eyes or anything like that, so it's probably fine. Now that other things are opening besides just the indoor attractions like Mickey's PhilharMagic are getting a little bit shorter lines. Instead of a 45-minute wait, it is now a 30-minute wait. There you go. I forgot about my face mask there. Instead of a 45-minute wait, it is now a 30-minute wait on the way in here, which is a much more reasonable thing, I think. Generally, even now that it is the after times, after COVID, maybe after COVID, I mean maybe not after COVID, but everything's acting like after COVID right now. Now that things are somewhat back to normal, you usually can get in very quickly. Even if it says 30 minutes, you're probably not going to have to wait the full 30 minutes to get onto the show. We're moving forward right now, so I think they're loading right now, but now they can load every seat in the theater. Let's see what we do. Let's see if we make it into this one. Well, it is 3:10 and we are moving forward.
I love this show. I love coming here to watch Mickey's PhilharMagic. One of my favorite things here at Disney is this show. And it is so great with kids. It's also just such a great millennial thing.
I cry every single time I watch it.
A little tip, you do not want to be the first person in your line to go down because you want to sit more in the middle. So you want other people in front of you so that you can be a bit more in the middle.
Now, if you end up sitting on the end, one way or another, that's not like the worst thing. It's not going to ruin the experience for you. It is going to be fun. And the screen actually goes all the way around. It's a lot bigger than it looks when you first come in. But the more toward the middle you can be, I think it just makes the experience that much better.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Everybody look left. Everybody look right. Everywhere you
You like Donald? I don't know that you're gonna get two. In Sir Mickey's, you can get all kinds of things. This is almost all princess stuff. You have the Animators Collection. Oh, that's going to be a lot. You have Cinderella dresses. They're all divided up into different characters. Tiana, Belle down there further. You have the Little Mermaid. You have Aurora. You have Merida. You have Snow White. Jasmine, Rapunzel, Elena, Avalon. There are all kinds of different ones in here, and like I said, they each have their own sets and collections that come with them. A crown for Tiana, small figurines for Belle, a wand for Belle, and if you can name it, you can probably find it here in Sir Mickey's. I also love, look how the beanstalk is coming through. See it? And the lone Buzz Lightyear for any boys who happen to walk through here.
Let's try this again. Knock, knock. Who's there? Cinderella. Cinderella.
Who?
Exactly. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
No bell.
No Belle who?
There's no bell. That's why I knocked. See, she didn't even like that one. And she's been loving all our jokes. You loved it. You loved it a lot. But she didn't like it. It wasn't one of the best. Agreed. Oh, I suppose. For them, it's still funny. She tends to mess this up, so we have to go over it every time. All right, so biggest joke we know.
It's a good one.
1, 2, 3. Prince Charming!
Well, that was fun. The stepsisters were just giving us a little bit of shade on Cinderella.
Now these side passages from the castle right next to the wishing well here, these are very good ways to bypass the crowds on your way over. All right, we spotted some characters at the end of Main Street. He's waving at you. You want to say hi to Tigger?
Hi, Tigger! Hi, Tigger!
Hi, Tigger!
Hi, Tigger!
How you doing, buddy? Hi, Rabbit! I thought there might be another cavalcade that would come by if we stayed here long enough. So I think cavalcades end right around 4 o'clock during the day. Maybe they go a little bit later now, especially with the parade and the later opening hours. But we're going to go check out this cavalcade. It looks like maybe a Peter Pan cavalcade, which is one that I have not seen. Oh, it's just Tinkerbell. That's all. So people on the corner need to stay on the other side of the tape. So it's better to come in just a little bit. That's where we are right now. Hi, Tinkerbell! All right, we are headed into Tomorrowland. Once again, those clouds are not looking good. But for now, we're gonna do some indoor things down at Tomorrowland. Now, I was really looking forward to doing the People Mover, but it looks like the People Mover is not open today. So that may not be an option for me. But we'll see what all we can get up to here in Tomorrowland right now. Toward the end of the night, lines will go down a little bit more, especially in Fantasyland. And at that point, we'll hit a lot of other things that we have missed so far today. Well, my daughter loves Carousel Progress because she is cool that way, and I love that about her. So we are going into Carousel Progress. We didn't make it, but Buzz is out, so I think we're gonna go see him. Hi, Buzz! Oh, he's... Woo! Well, if you're gonna miss the ride that you wanted to ride, you might as well go do something else. They said it was gonna be about a 3-minute wait, so we took 3 minutes out to go see Buzz Lightyear. And now we're going into the Carousel Progress for the second time, just 3 minutes later. It also looks like they started up the People Mover. Wait behind these people. There's plenty of room for all of us. I love how much you love this ride, sweetie. Where do you want to sit? Oh, wow. Front row seats. Oh. All right.
Welcome everybody to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress.
There are no save seats anymore like there were before. Everything is free for all. You can take any seat that you want in the theater, so you do get in very, very quickly. You no longer have to wait the like you know, half the seats are available, but not all of them are. Kind of a situation like it was before.
Like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And you put that away before your mother finds it.
Aw, Dad.
You heard me. Well, we have one of those new talking machines. Now that is something. It plays music right here in our home.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
She keeps that thing going all day long.
We've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. Tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s.
I mean, college is really swell. You should give it a try.
Hey, she's getting the hang of that thing.
I can't believe all the new gadgets they've got now.
Tomorrow is just a dream away. Right now the People Mover has no weight on it, and it is moving very, very quickly. We're just about to go up the escalator into it. It should be very quick. The thing with the People Mover is that it is constantly moving, so you never have to wait an incredibly long time in order to get onto it.
Right now is the time of day to get on the People Mover because all the other lines are extremely long right now. Things like the People Mover, Carousel Progress, those are good ways to complete a lot of things that don't have incredibly long lines right now.
This is a good ride for daddy-daughter time.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland.
This is what they were going to make called Epcot. This was the original idea for Epcot. Isn't that cool?
Pretty cool, a little glimpse of the new Tron coaster.
Yep, there we go.
Join Mike Wazowski and all his pals at Monsters Incorporated platform. Share the fun.
Yeah, very good. Keep it moving. We're on a tight schedule here.
Now, roller coasters will keep their high wait times very frequently into the evening. However, Space Mountain is at a low wait time right now. So, we are going to go to Space Mountain right now and ride that. It's at 45 minutes. I'm not sure why, but I'll take it. I'm not sure why the lines are still so far outside, unless they've closed off parts of the lines indoors. Because all these lines used to be huge, but they would be contained inside their lines. So I'm not sure what the difference is now, but there definitely seems to be a difference.
Also, I just saw Molly from allears.net.
I'm a big fan.
And just wanted to shout her out because, first of all, if you have not checked out allears.net and you watch my channel, you have to go check out and subscribe to allears.net. I absolutely love them. They are an incredible channel that talks all about theme parks, and she was a huge inspiration to me. Of course, there are some other creators too, but she was absolutely a huge influence of mine. So that was very exhilarating and exciting for me to see them here. Also, I was super awkward talking to Molly. I don't think about the way it is anymore to point a camera at someone because I just do it all the time. Anything I want to see and remember, I just point a camera at it. And I wanted to see and remember Molly, but then that's very awkward when you're just pointing it at a very specific person, and I didn't realize what I was doing at the time. It's been 30 minutes so far, and we are almost into the ride. It doesn't seem like Disney is overstating the lines at this point. This 45-minute line might be very accurate. It is 5:37, which I think means this is officially 40 minutes since we got in line for this.
For kids who like running fast and like going on things fast, I recommend this. Definitely. Awesome!
It kind of takes my breath away. It's so much fun. Alright, and with that, we are out of here until late tonight, or until later tonight, not even late tonight. We'll probably come back at about 7:30. But we're gonna go swim for a little while at our resort. So that should be nice and fun. We are going to the Contemporary Resort to take a bus to Disney Springs so that we don't have to order another bus because we are so close to Disney Springs. But Disney Springs only runs buses to and from resorts. It doesn't run buses to the different parks. So we're gonna go down Main Street and out of the park right now. Well, we just barely made it onto the Disney Springs bus. So we're on our way to our hotel. Let's go. What are we gonna do there?
Swim and swim and swim.
Like I said, Disney Transport is a great place for a nap. We are here at Disney Springs. It's just a very short walk to our hotel from here. Let's go. Oh no! There we go. Oh, it's warm. Really warm. Disney Springs, welcome. And here are the Disney Springs hotels. And there's our Wyndham. We are here to use our pool today. And we'll use our pool again tomorrow before we leave. Let's go. In the water, let's see how it feels. This is our break from the park today. We don't take a break every day that we come to the park, but today we wanted to get a little bit of a break in just for like 45 minutes. Like I said, she took a nap. I recommend that you take a break, especially if you don't want to take a lot of time away from the park. A trip on Disney Transportation, even just to go around the monorail, will give enough time a lot of times for your kid just to fall asleep for at least like a 20-minute cat nap, something like that, and allow them to feel just a little bit more refreshed. It also might give you a chance to take a bit of a nap too for a while. Yesterday we took a bit of a transportation break to go over to Epcot from Hollywood Studios. Today we took a bit of a transportation break to leave Magic Kingdom and to go to our resort right behind me here, well, where I am right now. And then of course, then it's also nice for kids to have that time to swim, to have some time to just break from the go of the parks and to come over and be able to spend time in the water here at their resort. And today, this is really refreshing. It has been so hot the entire time that we've been here. So it is really, really nice when we can spend some time here at the pool just for a little bit. Don't be afraid to take a break. I usually recommend taking a break, like between 2 and 4 o'clock when parents with small children generally have really just gotten to the park and the park is at its like maximum peak for the day. But today we're doing it just a little bit different. We took our break at like 5 o'clock today. She definitely needed that nap, and now she's actually playing with some of the other kids just a little bit too, which is another bonus of coming to a pool, especially as a single dad. If you are a single parent of any kind, your kid needs a lot of times socialization, especially if they don't have brothers or sisters. So she gets a little bit of additional time for some socialization with other kids around her age, and not just being with daddy all day, because as much as she loves being with daddy, she doesn't love being with daddy all the time. So now she's doing tricks in the pool and she just learned how to do flips. I have never learned how to do a flip. I'm sure I could not do a flip at all now, but even at my peak, I never could do a flip in the pool. She can do a flip now. So go figure. She didn't get her swimming ability from this dad, at least. She got her swimming ability probably from her mom. Now, if you want to see more about this resort, I will have a full video about the resort that I will link up here. Please go check that out right now if you want to. We are on our way in to the park today. Gonna go grab some food from Casey's. A friend of mine very graciously
got us some food there. But they also had to leave. So we're gonna miss them. But it's our fault. We were late. So
That's why I got them all.
now we are headed in to Casey's for a hot dog. Wouldn't normally do this, but there's no other place to eat, so. Well, I don't always eat chili dogs in a poncho, but I probably should. We have 15 minutes until fireworks. I think we can hit Buzz Lightyear in that time and then come back and catch the majority of the show.
Alright folks, keep going all the way forward there.
Technically it says 20 minutes, but I think we can have more because also right at the time of fireworks viewing, everyone kind of crowds in, stands up, and there's a bit more room than what there was before. So we're gonna try it, see what happens if we can hit it, so that we can hit as many things as possible. There are tons of people all crowding in right now. And if we don't make it, it is not my daughter's #1 thing to have to see, but I'd really like to see it. It's the last chance for it before, at least for us, before the new show comes up.
Another good fireworks viewing spot right here. That actually doesn't look bad. We might just come back to here. All right, this is looking like it might be a good plan, actually. Because it looks like no one is in there. So we might be able to get on it, ride it really fast, and then go straight to the fireworks.
Yeah, so it says 20 minutes. Like I said, I don't believe it.
Hey, Buzz!
All you Junior Space Rangers, listen up.
Wow, that was perfect. We will definitely get on to this tonight. And then we can devote our time to the stuff in Fantasyland that we haven't seen after the fireworks.
It's 9:08, the fireworks start at 9:15. So we can ride this ride and then move on to see the fireworks, and then move on and do whatever we want in Fantasyland from that point on. We have 2 rides we have not ridden in Fantasyland. One in Adventureland, but I don't think we'll ride that. And then we'll hit one last ride. Made it out 1 minute before fireworks. So now we are headed to go see the fireworks. Oh, there we go. It's starting.
I think a lot of people have this idea, but I think most people don't know that this is here. Wow, we really did make it from the very beginning. Do you recognize this song? No? We need to go watch it from the front a little bit. I think we do. Wow.
So right behind me is a great place to go see these fireworks if you don't care about the projections. If you want to see the projections, then that doesn't work for you. And we want to see the projections, so we're headed in right here. We're just gonna crowd in with everyone else.
Your destiny lies within you. You just
Now this is it. This is from Tarzan. Whoa!
just continues on.
Well, Molly was just in front of me going straight over to Haunted Mansion. We, however, are hitting the Fantasyland attractions right now. So we're gonna have to figure out what Molly was doing that day and what video was concurrent with this video. I know the video now, and you can see the link down in the description below, so go check it out. But we are here in the queue for Peter Pan right now. Now, the bridge into Fantasyland across the back of the castle was not open, so we had to go straight through Liberty Square in order to get into here right now. So don't plan to take those shortcuts right after fireworks.
They still don't have a lot of the effects working on this one.
I hear Tink, but I didn't see her. All right, it's 9:56. This will be our last ride.
Afterwards, we're going home.
Yeah, after this, we're going home. But what are we riding?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. We've been waiting all day for this, haven't we? This is one of your favorite rides.
Alright, but for your kids, it might be one of theirs too.
Yay! Off we go to Neverland!
When I was a kid, I was convinced that we were flying when we went up here. Did you know that? Yeah. I repeat my stories.
I've always loved this little nifty fountain. It actually has drinking fountains all around it, but it's Cinderella. It's so sweet. Bye, Castle.
Bye, Disney World.
Bye, Disney World. We'll miss you. We love you. But I'm sure we'll see you again.
And we've still got some shopping to do tonight.
Wow, the amount of people that are still on Main Street at this point. It's mind-boggling.
But I love it. This is the kind of place where you just don't want to leave at night. It just feels so happy and good.
And beautiful.
There are no more lines that you have to stand in order to get into shopping, but there are only certain exits or entrances that you can go in or out of. So keep that in mind when and if you come to Disney World. This is such a pretty room. I love the old Victorian things up there. There's a lot of beautiful things here at Disney World. The word, I am living for these. Oh, I love these. Those would be so cool, like on my desk at work. Except for then all the kids would play with them. But, oh, I love them.
Pocahontas, Aladdin and the Genie. That is a very pretty scene, isn't it? Ariel, Cinderella and Prince Charming, and Snow White and her 7 dwarves. One of them's underneath, what's his name? Dopey. Is that Sneezy underneath Dopey? Yeah, I think you're right. I think that is Sneezy. Has it been a fun day at Disney World? Yeah, are you glad we came? Are you ready to go? Okay, let's go. Bye, Disney World. Coming into Disney World is actually designed to feel like a theater experience. First of all, you come in from the side like you would in a theater, and you move toward the middle, and the castle is the main feature. But then you also have these things. These are the other features that you can see here at the park, here in this movie theater. The Hall of Presidents, Splash Mountain,
Sunshine Tree Terrace with Orangeburg and Tomorrowland.